It has been widely reported over the last few days that Nikola Vlasic could be either going out on loan or a permanent transfer to Torino this summer. That's pretty much been shut down by a couple of West Ham sources in the last few minutes. Basically, X and Roisin Thomas from The Athletic have said that Vlasic will not be leaving unless we sign a significant amount of players in that position in. Vlasic will not be leaving West Ham United this summer unless David Moyes thinks that we have enough players in those areas to be able to let him go, which I think is smart. I would have been surprised to let him go. If I'm honest with you, we can all admit he wasn't great last year. We can all admit he wasn't fantastic, and he didn't hit that £30 million expectation, which he didn't put on himself. But at the end of the day, has been put on him because that's how much we paid for him, and we paid most of it up front. So we can't get. I don't think we can get any of it back through compensation with the whole Russia thing. But at the end of the day, we're not going to get any money back. We paid 30 million quid for him, and he's underwhelmed most of the fan base this season, and to be fair, rightly so. But to an extent, so does Saïd Benrahma in his first season. And yes, I think Saïd Benrahma is a much better player than Nikola Vlasic, and that is shown in the last season. I think Saïd Benrahma, yes, he's a frustrating and inconsistent player, but his stats are decent at the end of the day. You've got to sit back and go, you know what, fair play. You're an inconsistent, frustrating player, but the stats are there for a player that doesn't play every game. So, and Vlasic wasn't getting those stats, and I think we're well within our right, and I think it'd be stupid not to give him another season, to be honest with you, because we're going to lose money on him if we sell him this summer. You never know. He might find a spark at the start of next season, and he might rocket on and do really well next season. We never know. We've got to give him another chance, and that chance is next season. If we're here this time next year saying, yeah, it still wasn't another good season, he still didn't really impact it as much as we want, then we've got to sit down and go, yeah, you know what, maybe he's just not cut out for the Premier League and he's not really the player we need at West Ham. But I think it is positive news to hear that he's probably not going to be leaving unless we get a few players in that position this summer. But also, we heard about Arthur Mastawaga, who will not be leaving this summer, which just blows my mind completely. We've let go Ryan Fredericks. We haven't given him a 1-year contract extension, but we're going to keep Arthur Masuaku at this football club. What is going on? I'm a fan of Ryan Fredericks. Many of you aren't, and I'm fully aware of that, and I do understand that. But why not give Ryan Fredericks an extra year contract extension? Give him a 1-year deal because he's still got something to offer. Yes, Arthur Masuaku gave us that fantastic goal against Chelsea, and yes, it was amazing. Yes, it was this and that and the other. But Fredericks is a better player. He's a better defensive player. Yes, he's not amazing, but he's a better defensive player than Masuaku, and I think he's got a better end product as well. Getting balls in, I think he's better. And I know it. I know it comes down to contract situations, but I would have done the opposite to what West Ham have done here. I would have got anything we could have done for Masuaku, sold him back to Fulham, wherever, or sold him to Fulham, wherever the links were, or whoever asked for him, and then keep Fredericks, because I think Fredericks has still had something left to offer this team, whereas Masuaku, I struggle to see it. I really, really do. But Vlasic not leaving, and it looks like Masuaku won't be leaving as well. But the last thing I want to talk about today is what Roisin Thomas said on The Athletic, and there is interest in Isaiah Jones. So I've done just a little bit of research on this player. So he's a professional footballer who's a winger for Middlesbrough. Looks pretty decent. Just going to have a look at his transfer market stats. His main position is a right winger, but he can play on the left-hand side as well. Versatile, which is what we like to see. So the current season then, he played 42 games, 3,274 minutes in the Championship, 1 goal, 9 assists, 11 yellow cards. I mean, it's not fantastic, but he's 22 years old. If we can get him on the cheap from Middlesbrough, let David Moyes do what he wants to do at the end of the day. We can't really talk about it much more than that. If David Moyes wants him and he sees something there, if Rob Newman has seen something there, let's sign him for however much they want, 2, 3, whatever, £1 million. Anything could happen, really. But the main news from this video is Vlasic and Masuaku will not be leaving, and could there be interest in the winger from Middlesbrough, Isaiah Jones, that I hadn't heard of about 15 minutes ago. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is the Transfer Speculation Show, keeping you up to date with all the latest transfer news. I'm out of here. Drop a like and subscribe. I'll catch you soon, and bye-bye.